Hi, folks. I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical
and today we are
therapist.
the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course,
Top
Bob.
10 stretches for cyclists before and after riding. And Brad and I were just having a discussion about this. Brad is more what you'd call a serious biker.
Right. You know, I go out
You're more on that end.
Right. I'm looking for speed. I want to get aerobic. I want to get my heart rate up. I want it to give me a good exercise. I'm looking for speed. I'm not serious about speed, but I clip into my pedals. I don't go on the flats.
And I'm on the other end. I mean, I'll bike like 6 miles, Brad.
Sure.
I mean, and I'll do it like almost as a adjunct workout. Like
Sure.
I'll run in the morning, and it's really nice out. You know, I just want to get the bike out a little bit.
Right.
So I don't have clips. I have the flats, but what's called the
cages.
The cages.
Cages are the stirrups.
Yeah. I don't even know what they are. That's how much I know about biking. So we go about it a little bit differently, and we may talk about that as we go over the stretches.
Right. So when you're biking, and we can start from the legs up. I want to start stretching my calf muscles, even though they're not used as much as the hamstrings or the quads. It's important because I have cramped up in my calves already bicycling. I like to use an incline board. Can you get that down here, Lonnie? And, you know, a nice stretch on here. You know, the purists will say hold it for 30 seconds. I don't have the patience. I'll stretch like this for 5 or 10 seconds, and I'll relax, and I'll stretch it again. And I'll also bend my knee with it so I get the soleus as well as the gastroc. And naturally, I'm going to do both legs. If you don't
you can also go off the steps. Is that what you're going to say, Brad?
Yeah, if you don't have one of those, you know, you can stretch it like this,
right,
up against the wall. If you have some stairs at home,
let me hold that for you,
yeah,
Brad.
you just go up and hang off. And if you got your cycling shoes on, if you do a clipping in, this works fairly good on them. Sometimes depending on what style you have.
It hangs you in place, doesn't it?
Yeah, that depends on the person and
By
the
the way,
shoe.
Brad, I just noticed we had a couple new people that wandered into our site here today. Thanks for joining us. If you are new to our site, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos on how to stay healthy, fit, and pain-free.
Yeah.
And we upload every day.
Okay, hamstrings.
Hamstring.
You know.
You want me to show it or not?
Well,
no, you don't, do you?
Yeah, actually, because if you're not clipped in or you're not pulling up on the back of the pedal, you don't use a lot of hamstrings.
Okay.
It's mostly quad work. But if you are clipped and you really focus on pulling up on that pedal to get more efficient, more speed, etc., hamstrings. Laying down, for me, I like to. I can do it laying down. It takes the pressure off of your back and you're more relaxed. Takes a little more time, but use a stretch out strap like this. This works great. It's got holes in it. You can go like this and you can really relax. Keep the knee straight. If you bend the knee and go like this, you're not getting the hamstring. You need to straighten that knee out and pull it up. Hold it again for 10 to 15 seconds. If you want to really get a good stretch, you'll go up to 30 seconds. You can do a contract, relax.
Brad doesn't like to do it because it takes too long.
But it is a better stretch.
I don't know, with like you said, with bicycling, if you're really, like if you did karate or something like that, you're really working on trying to get increased motion, then contract, relax. Just tell real quickly what it is, Brad.
It's where you push down. I'm pushing down as hard as I can, and then I relax, and then I pull up.
Yeah.
Pull that for.
So he's contracting the muscle, and then he relaxes, and while he's relaxing, he pulls it up even further.
Right.
Does work out good to get more range.
Exactly.
And the stretch out strap really works out well for that,
Right.
because it's hard to do any other way. So.
Okay, good. Now, what I normally do, if I'm outside, I've got a little curb that's about this high, and I'll keep my back straight, knee straight, and we'll hold that stretch. And this is, if you're with a group of people, you're going to go ride. You know, this is one of those things you can talk. You know, it's typically a social event.
Sure.
You know, if you got someone else or a group to ride with. And this is one of those nice things you can do to stretch. To me, it just feels good. I'm doing the other one just because it feels good. Okay, we better get on.
So you got your dance studio, Brad. And you got your bar along.
Yes, we got the whole works.
Yeah. All right, quadricep.
Quadricep, those muscles, no matter what class you're riding, recreational or the more aggressive, quadriceps are working big time.
Sure.
So the easiest one is just standing up and pulling like this. And I'll show Bob's, you're going to be up nice and tall.
Yeah.
It's critical. Hip is here, the knee is there, and you're pulling back, you're going to feel those quads stretch. If you do it like this with your hip flexed, you're not getting a stretch. And you'll feel the difference between this
and that.
and
you get the hip
this.
flexor too,
Yeah.
a little bit too.
And then the other thing is, if you're like this, that's not going to be effective at all. So you need to have good, tall, straight
always good posture.
Yep. And again, holding that 10 to 15 seconds, 3 sets. If you want to go to 30, you can. The other way you can get the quads, and again, after you're done riding, I think this is a nice way to do it, where you got some time.
Need help, Brad?
Yep. We'll get it on there, because you don't have to have a partner for it, but you use the stretch out strap again. And you put it around your toe, and you lay like this. And this automatically puts you in that inline posture, so your back, your hips are where they need to be. And I have a lot of leverage here, and I'm just going to use one of these loops up here. And right there, I'm feeling a nice stretch right now, and I can just hold it and relax. And then once again, obviously, use both legs, or stretch both legs, otherwise you're going to pedal in circles next time you ride. That's my joke.
So should I show a hip flexor stretch, Brad?
Yep. Quads, then we're going to the hip
I'm surprised he's not allowing me to do anything.
Oh, sorry, Bob. Sometimes I get on a roll.
No, I actually, no problem. All right, so I'm stretching this one right here, and I'm going to go ahead and lean forward like this, and there I'm stretching the hip flexor.
Good. Big thing that people do incorrectly on this is they lean forward with it.
Now I don't even feel it stretching anymore.
Right. You need to do this. You know, if you got tough knees or you're doing it on grass, you don't need the pillow, but it is
I don't have tough knees.
Yeah.
At my age, I'm no longer tough.
And I probably wouldn't do it up on a table or a bed. You're probably going to do it on the floor, but this way it's easier for lining.
Yeah, we're doing it. We do everything for you guys.
So the other way you can do it is...
You can actually do it like this, right?
If you
like this.
There you go. And then now you're going to...
Stretch up like this.
Yeah, so he's not stretching this like it's
I'm stretching the other one.
It's this hip flexor, and he's coming up, and there you go. You know, this you have to have a bed or something that's high enough. Now, Bob's 6.5 foot tall.
Right.
This is a little low for him. If I did it on there, it'd be a little more easier just because of the height difference.
Yep. It works out good, though.
Yeah,
it worked out good.
Great. Okay, good. What else doing in a stretch?
Extension and standing.
Yeah. This is the big one. I think this is where a therapist is going to say, this is almost more important than the leg stretches.
It is to me. This is,
as
the recreational biker, this is, I do this one and one other one. That's all I do.
Right. And the reason is because when you're biking, you're flexed forward, particularly if you got aero bars or you got the drop bars and you're down like this, your back is taking a beating whether you know it or not.
Even if you don't. I have the upright bars, Brad, and I tend to start to creep forward.
Right.
Like, it really is hard work to keep up, and then of course you're getting a lot of wind resistance.
Even the mountain bikers on those bikes, the same thing. So what do we need to do? The back is flexed forward prolonged period of time. We need to extend it backwards to maintain normal and healthy range of motion in the spine.
And I think it's a good one. This is a good one really to do before and after.
Yeah, I agree.
A lot of them are good to do after too, but this is one, if you were going to do one, this would be the one after.
Yep. So what are we going to do? Just standing.
Just standing. You can just go ahead. Yami Lonnie.
Yeah.
You can put your hands on the belt for the stretch.
That's what I'm looking for.
And you just lean back like this, and you're giving yourself pressure, and you can use your palms too like this. There's different ways to do it. But,
so you're going to do, 5 to 10 repetitions of this.
Brad has the strap to. I even take my fists like this, Brad, sometimes, and I put them up here.
There you go.
I'm getting the mid back even a little more.
Exactly. If you do happen to have the strap, I like this because you can get your thumbs in there like this, easy on your hands, and just watch there. I can adjust at what level I want to go and really get a nice stretch on that back and go all the way back. As a matter of fact, I'm jumping right into this, Bob. I'm actually going to stretch my neck out.
Wow.
And do a little stretch. First, I'll do some chin tucks because when your head's forward like this, you're extending the upper spine and flexing the lower cervical spine, and we want to reverse that. So we do that with a chin tuck, and then we're going to roll all the way back.
I'll put a link to this strap too, Brad, since we've been talking about it.
It is, you know, for an active person.
And it's inexpensive, and you can put it in your pocket.
Right.
You know,
yeah, you literally can.
So, I was going to show a bonus one, Brad. I mean, the one, because we're at 10 already, aren't we?
Well, we didn't do the prone.
Oh, the prone extensions.
Yeah.
I'll do those. Do you mind?
You go right. Yeah, you're better at this than I am.
So you're going to go ahead. You're going to put your hands right below your shoulders. You're going to keep your pelvis down, and you can do press-ups like this.
Right.
And this is the one I do beforehand. I don't do them in standing. I do these.
Yep.
And I keep my pelvis down. You don't want to do this where the pelvis actually comes up. You're trying to get the arch in the back.
Yep.
So
this again is the whole concept. We want to maintain a healthy spine, and riding a bicycle does not good for it. This is going to counter that flexed forward posture.
yeah, and if your back is tight and you want to start getting a little more motion this way, and a lot of times this helps decrease back pain.
Let's show them. This is just like the same concept when I was standing. You can use a stretch out strap to give a little more extension and stretch in that back.
And you can move it on different levels here too. You can kind of move it down a little bit more and get it more down in this area here. I'd have to re-grip. I have to go into a lower level here, like this. Now I'm getting it down here.
Yep.
And this works out good because you have the different handles at different levels with the stretch out strap. So.
Okay. Well, Bob, once again, we've got 10 minutes of incredible, valuable information. And they had to get it through us, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But it's definitely going to make a difference on how long your body lasts, your performance, and how you feel after and before you go biking. So be careful. Wear your helmet. Yeah, wear your helmet.
Thanks for joining us, and wear your helmet.
Yeah, we don't wear our helmets, obviously. There's a lot of falls and problems are coming up left and right.
All right. Thanks for watching.